for this wonderful game. Can't wait to see it. 3 girls, a banana, and a bat rider. Hit it up, boys.
Oh, all right. All right, Draskell.
Dude, I'm just happy he remembered who I was.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a start, right?
Dude, you're really moving up in the company, man. Congratulations. This is big improvement. So, what are you thinking here, draft-wise? Who are you favoring?
I'm kind of inclined to agree with Sind. I really feel like the Slark can have some really big implications here for complexity if he gets off to a start that... I mean, I'm assuming he's going to have a pretty easy time. The one thing that Barret Rider really suffers from nowadays is his laning phase is just awful. Like, it is super bad. Even with Drow Aura, I'm not sold on it being that good. So, depending on how Root put their lanes together, I think that Slark could have a pretty easy time. I think we might be seeing a sniper mid this game. And in that case, they can gank him. You have Vent, of course. You have Enchantress, so the roaming is there. And we'll also have to see is right now it looks like Ja is playing the Veno, so we could be seeing a support capacity Venomancer here.
Oh, interesting. Been a while since I've seen a truly support Veno. Way too already picking up a TP scroll to get some wards down where Root can't see. I'll put one to give some vision into the lane and that entryway up, and we'll see what he does with the other here. Furion and Sniper on the same team. I see some people in Twitch chat saying, "What year is it?" And I think that is a question worth asking.
That's
a lineup like this.
It's one of those times where you just say, "Has that ever happened in the history of Dota?" Right?
Yeah.
Like, have people actually picked Sniper and Furion together? I guess it would have to be the Alliance where PyCat played for Alliance because he loved Sniper, and they also had one of the best Furion players in the world. So if any team had done it, it was that.
Yeah. There you go. All right, so let's see how things will settle down here. Right now, Ja's headed to the off lane, but he does have quite a few wards on that Veno. Bat Rider will be headed mid. The last time I saw a Bat Rider mid was S4 playing it against a TA, and that was very one-sided in favor of the Bat Rider, but that's a pretty unique scenario. How does Bat Rider fare against someone like Sniper in the mid lane? I mean, they both have ass-tier base damage, so...
I think
They're just throwing kittens at each other.
Given the way the lanes are looking, though, and if you look at Ziz's inventory, he actually has a wand. Or a stick, excuse me. So, it looks like they're going to put the Slark middle. Now, I don't think this is too bad. Obviously, you can use Dark Pact to get rid of the sticky napalm stacks, which is fine. And if it ends up being a dual lane, then obviously Ziz will struggle. I think the Sniper Bat Rider matchup is probably still favorable, because even though Sniper has really bad base damage, so does Bat, and Bat can't harass a Sniper. It is not possible. You literally just get hit with a gun and you can't do anything about it. So maybe they're just doing this because Ziz is less likely to be ganked. Obviously, you can pounce away, you can Dark Pact any incoming stun, which is going to pretty much only be Vengeful Spirit, and that one's pretty easy to get rid of, or even Disjoint for that matter. So yeah, I think that's probably why they did it.
Well, this is one of the more interesting mid matchups we've seen yet in this tournament, the Bat Rider Slark, but so far Ziz seems to be off to an okay start. So looking at the other lanes, right now Enchantress is just hanging out in the lane alongside the Venomancer, not even picking up creeps in the jungle. She's gone for level 1 untouchable. Will be forced to lane here for at least the first couple waves. Venomous Gale connects on the way to. Could this be a first blood? Ja on the low ground, they almost get it, but not quite. Venomous Gale, it doesn't really do too much damage there at level 1, and will not be enough to even get him towards lethal.
Yeah, this is the patented Slasher's way. Of course, his build doesn't rely on having another person laning with you, but it is very effective in a situation when a lot of the early game harass from these heroes is based around being able to right-click. Like, take Z-Freak, for example. He has Boots, he skills Ignite level 1. He's hoping to chase down, yeah, mid Monkey's going a little ham here.
Yeah, like they'll disengage.
But I do feel, in general, this is really nice. Not only because Enchantress is great for dealing with heroes who want to harass, because you have the heal, you have Untouchable, but they also have Drow Aura, and it's dual range. And Gale is one of the best abilities to maximize your damage uptime during the early game. Plus, way too, he's got 0 armor, because, you know, Visage has minus 0.5 armor, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, Swindle, he's farming as best he can down here in this safe lane, though. Looks like the Enchantress actually getting some decent farm as well. Let's check in on the top. MJW on the off-lane Furion. Sitting 5 and 3 for now. And of course, Drow just racking up the last hits as the creeps shove into the tower, so she should have a pretty good time. Though down bottom, a fight will break out here as Way2 gets caught by the Venomous Gale. Z-Freak with the Ignite onto Enchantress, but she'll be able to put out the Nature's Intendants and just heal right through it. This is a tricky duo to bring down. The Nature's Attendants make them so much more sustainable, and as we're looking at that, we'll miss the first blood mid as Slark gets taken out by the Bat Rider.
Yeah, there's no way. Like, either of these heroes should kill each other ever, in my opinion. Like, you pretty much just play passive until 6, you both hit creeps, and then you go your separate ways. And bottom, gonna see a Furion TP?
Yeah, Furion coming down, John, a lot of trouble. Fire Blast will connect, and now even some Treants getting in his way. They'll path block him and get the kill there. They may try to turn onto the Enchantress, but 2 points and Untouchable makes that a very unlikely kill, and they will indeed get one up on the scoreboard here.
Yeah, they found out very quickly that trying to go for the Enchantress is not the play. Having 2 points into Untouchable already, you kind of need, like, Treads plus one other attack speed item to even negate just those 2 skill points. So it's kind of very valuable for Enchantress early on to be in a situation where you just can't take harass from the normal heroes that are known for harassing, like Sniper.
Yep. Great to see the Furion getting involved nice and early here. That's exactly how you want to play it. He'll just rotate into the jungle while his teleport's on cooldown, maximize his farm, then he can just head right up to the top lane, especially if Waga starts to lose a little bit of his lane control. But he's got the pull camp open, just in free farm heaven right now.
Yeah, this is the dream.
Yeah, what's the go-to build for Furion in a game like this, though? I would imagine you don't go for something like a Midas, but what is it? I mean, is that... I'm thinking of the Blade Mail, that the classic EU Furion that was all the rage for a little while last year.
Yeah, Blade Mail's okay, but...
Uh-oh, Monkeys, he's in some trouble. Yeah, he makes up the hot... No, they cannot. He's up to the hot gun himself. And it's easy solo kill for months forever. It was a 1-on-4, and he's the one who finds the ball.
I have a feeling my internet's having issues, or
everyone is lagging.
You sound like a robot.
Everyone is lagging,
Oh,
I guess, except me, because I'm local. So, hello everyone. We're gonna try to fix this stuff real quick. Meanwhile, bottom lane's getting absolutely lagged. Okay, you're on it. Go grab bottom lane, Larry, come on.
Yes! Oh my god! He's dead! Oh no, they killed him. Alright, Sniper's down. That's another one up for Root. So, 3-1 here. This Bat Rider off to a hell of a start. He's picked up 2 solo kills now on the Slark. He's almost level 7. Ziz still not yet level 6.
Okay, testing. Am I okay now?
There
is
you go.
Fine?
Oh, human Draskel is back. Oh,
dude, I don't know what just happened, but it was spooky. There was 1s and 0s everywhere, and then UFOs and shit. Wasn't great. All right.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, the Slark being 0-2 is just an ode to Monkeys. Like, this is one of the signature heroes, right? So even though allegedly Bat Rider is pretty poor in terms of laning phase comparative to what he used to be, he does have the Drought Aura to help him out, and he's managed to get those kills. So, I mean, this is not great for compLexity, because this is the one guy they're looking to be like, you're going to control the game for us, right?
I mean, not great. If by not great you mean a 3K golden experience deficit at 6 minutes, then yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to look at the glass half full here, man, okay? He's
right,
0-2 at 6 minutes in, but I'm still, I'm still saying he can pull it back.
I mean, this Bat Rider has 46 last hits right now. Swindle is the leading last hitter on compLexity at 22. That is scary. And of course, the Drow Rangers has been free farming this whole time, sitting at 34. Waga's in great shape. He's got an Aquila, already got that band of Elven skin, just giving that whole team some extra damage. This is a very scary window.
This is the point in the game where compLexity are kicking themselves for not just putting the Sniper mid. Like, just put the Sniper mid and it would have been so easy.
Oh, Swindle. He's in some trouble. Jai's going to try to TP out. They might be able to find the kill. No, he just barely TPs home. They don't get the kill on Swindle, but he does live to tell the tale. They do also force the rotation from MJW.
I gotta say, Root looking very, very solid this game, even managing to escape that.
6.5 minute Blink Dagger on the Bat Rider, Draskel.
You know what? Decent. Okay, obviously that's crazy fast.
That's insane.
I dare say that might be one of the fastest blinks this patch, if not in a very, very long time.
I bet our stats guy is going ham right now, trying to figure out this timing. Oh, we don't have a stats guy. Oh my good gracious. All right, Pip, he's doubling as our stats guy. We got to look up how this compares to the other timings. Uh-oh, Impetus. Swindle, he's dead. Oh, 9 HP. He's still alive. Okay, he
Slasher's way. Okay, is Monkey's going to get this kill?
Oh, my.
Oh, he misses a flame break. He has Blink. 1 second.
Okay, there's the stun. Blink will be up in 1 second. I think Z-Freak's dead here. He gets another stack of the sticky. MJW comes in. Swindle, he needs to be careful. Can Monkey find a kill here? He's gonna get the flame break. Oh, and misses. Swindle just barely lives. Now MJW has him isolated, but there is a flaming lasso here. Monkeys can use it. He catches him. Now Jar comes in. He's got the damage. It's a bloody disaster for compLexity. Monkeys forever. Blinks into the tree line, and he lived. Now Ziz is on his way in. He's gonna try to clean up the trash. There's a TP onto the Bat Rider, but doesn't have the gold. Ziz guesses, but just barely misses. Oh my god. Now he blinks away the rage creep. Is he gonna have the damage? Now the TP home. Slark is stuck in the trees. He can't do anything about it. The Bat Rider lives. Oh, Draskell, this is Dota.
Right. They just got clowned on. Like, honestly, that was just the clowniest thing I think I've ever seen. It was very good presence of mind, though, for Monkeys. And again, this is hallmark of an experienced Bat Rider player. Even a level 1 lasso is usually long enough to be able to get your blink off, very similar to how an Enigma would channel Black Hole and then immediately blink away afterwards as a defensive maneuver. So very, very nice stuff coming out from Monkeys, and I guess you could almost say as expected from his Bat Rider.
Yeah. Oh, up top, tower does die to the Drow Ranger. Way too doing some good damage here. MJW TP's up. The Soul Assumption does not have enough damage, and the Drow Ranger barely TP's home. Do I dare look at this gold graph, Draskell? 7,500 net worth lead for Root, about 5k experience. This snowball is just rolling down the hill. Swindle? No impetus there. This Enchantress as well, I mean, she is just dominating this bottom lane.
There's not really much they can do about it. And I think this is a perfect scenario where the elimination mode format is kind of making it rough on compLexity, because I feel like they were not ready for Enchantress at all, at least in this capacity mid.
Yep, he's going to get caught by the pounce, but he will survive for now. The swap back. Ja doing what damage he can. Ziz will be forced to Dark Pact. He's already used his Shadow Dance. Monkeys forever going in deep. They'll finish him off. Enchantress coming around the backside. Now Z-Freak. In a world of hurt, that big fatty ogre is set on fire. They'll catch him in the lasso. It'll be a 2-for-0 as Root pressure this tier 1 tower mid. compLexity running out of options to mount the defense.
And this is not what I was expecting when I saw the draft. I mean, obviously both teams have their strengths and weaknesses. Synod and I both agreed that we thought that the Slark was nice. Maybe in the way that they laned it, it didn't end up working out the way that they wanted. But I would also say that's a lot down to the player matchup. Like, clearly, you should not die in that matchup. And he died twice in a 1 versus 1.
Well, the second one, to be fair, he got flame broken onto the cliff. That one was a little...
Okay.
Still, you make a good point. Now, I believe we do have the stat about this Blink Dagger timing, Pimp. What are we looking at here? Oh, wait, we'll hold that thought as MJW. He's going in. Monkeys forever. He could be in some trouble, but no, it's a turn the other way. MJW getting low now. Wagamama, he's on his way in, but the Familiars will go into stone form. Monkeys forever thinking about a blink forward. He gets the kill as the Nature's Prophet tries to TP home. Very nicely done, and now the Familiar is going to get cleaned up as well. One more, yep, Drow Ranger going to get both of them.
Alright, so compLexity just simply cannot find a win right now. Every single thing they attempt is being thwarted, and every single time Root go hyper-aggressive, they're not even able to get a return kill. The only person on the entire team who has a kill is Z-Freak.
Alright, and down...
Oh, sorry, I'm not muted. Whoops, hello stream.
So what's this Blink Dagger timing? I'm curious how this...
The fastest one in 6.84 was 8:30 by Xiao Delay. So our 6-minute Blink Dagger is easily like 2 minutes above everyone else. So it's just like the
How does it compare to all time?
All time there's like a couple 5 minutes one there, but it's like...
Okay.
Imagine when you could still stack so easily, like in the jungles and stuff.
Oh, like, yeah. Back before Bat Rider got the nerf stick.
It's incredibly impressive, actually. Alright, I'm muted again. See you guys.
Alright, well, congratulations. Thank you very much, Pimp Muckle. The mastermind now putting on his stats hat. Well played, sir. Monkeys forever having one hell of a game. Now level 11 on this Bat Rider, number 1 on net worth. We're about at that 1k gold lead per minute mark here, Draskell, as Root just continues to dominate the map, now moving into Roshan.
This has been nothing short of impressive from Root Gaming. Like, and it's not even just the fact that Monkeys is having a disgustingly good game. It's that every single person on Root is kind of working like a well-oiled machine now. They know exactly what they're supposed to do. They're abusing the fact that they have the Drow Venge. They're just going to take out Roshan at 12 minutes into the game. They've taken all 3 outer tier towers away from compLexity. And let's be honest, a Furion with no map control is a sad Furion. Like, what is that hero's backup plan this game? Like, what does he do?
Yep, down bottom, flame break, the Swindle, there's the lasso. Ziz trying to do what he can to save his sniper, but he just can't do anything. Swindle gonna get juiced as now Ziz goes into the Dark Pact, but they've got a silence ready and waiting. The Slark will get chopped up for some sushi. 10-1 as Root continue their reign of dominance.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm not really a huge fan of calling like the super early GGs. I'm just trying to figure out, is there a way that compLexity can manage to turn this, barring like Root going some crazy tower dive stuff? Is there actually a way that they can turn this around? Because they're going to get a little bit of damage onto the tier 1 top in trade for getting their tier 3 bottom.
Just look at the inventories. They have no core items. There isn't a single hero on their team that's farming well at this point. Swindle is the most farmed on the sniper, and his completed item is a Ring of Healing. Meanwhile, their tier 3 tower is down to about half health. It just feels like they don't have any tools to deal with this. Even the Enchantress alone, she's just gone for this basic kick with a Drum of Endurance and some power treads, but those impetus strikes hurt so much.
And top lane, MJW going to be dying again here to Monkeys. Look at the tower, though.
Okay, he sticks around a little longer, and Monkeys will continue his mega kill streak, now 5-0-5. He's also completed his 4th staff with another 1,800 gold on top of it. Oh boy.
I gotta say, getting the tower for his life at this point is probably worth it for MJW, and I'm fairly certain... Yeah, he got the tower killed too, so he didn't get it denied or anything, so I think that's fine. But they have Vengeful Spirit aura, they got Vladimir's Offering, they got Drow aura. Like, the amount of damage these heroes deal, and keep in mind, I think we said it maybe like once or twice, but this is an all-range composition, so every single person on the team benefits from that Drow aura, and the Drow hits for what? Without Venge around, hits for over 200 damage at 14 minutes?
Yep. And she's almost level 11, halfway through 10, so that'll be an extra 20 agility going her way once she gets that next point in marksmanship. Mid lane, Waga as well as the Enchantress just starting to pressure forward in the tier 2 tower. There will be a wraparound coming here from compLexity. Z-Freak as well as Way2 are all smoked up. They actually won't go for mid. Instead, they're going to rotate up top. Looks like they're going to duke it out for this rune, perhaps. There we go. Pounce onto Jaw. Whoa, there was a Venomancer there, but the ding-dings come out, and they blow him up. Meanwhile, down bottom, one-on-one, Swindle, he's going to get taken out by the Bat Rider once more.
Thankfully for Root, they didn't get caught out by that little wraparound that I think compLexity were going for there. Way2 and Z-Freak were just running down mid, maybe hoping to catch off a straggler. That kill, though, on the sniper, it's the story of the game. Like, Monkeys has just been doing all the work for his team. He destroyed mid. He ganks bottom a few times. Looks like we might see initiation here. There's Lasso available.
Yep. They're on their way. compLexity on the back foot here. Way2 and MJW just looking for a retreat path, but Monkey's flying over the tree line. He's stacking up the sticky. In comes the Firefly. MJW will try to TP home, but gets interrupted. Now tries to teleport. Lasso's there to interrupt it as well. Way2 trying to make it out, but this is an unrelenting Bat Rider. Monkeys forever will chase forever. The double kill as the monster kill comes out.
Alright, so clearly Monkeys is a decent Bat Rider player. Is what we're getting down here too. You know, it's like S4, put your heart out. This guy is going ham.
Yeah, absolutely. And now the tier 2 tower falls, and compLexity really running out of options here. You know, the panel talked about it, you talked about it. This Root draft had the ability to snowball out of control, and so far this has been a near perfect execution. A swap on Swindle will yield a very easy kill. This poor sniper just can't do anything. Now the buyback from Swindle, they will try to mount one last defense here. MJW just gets picked apart. Bat Rider's got BOTs now, Draskell.
He's had those for a little while. He's actually back up to 2,400 gold after having the boss.
600 GPM on this Bat Rider. Oh my
In
gosh.
a 16-minute game. And it's obviously much harder to get inflated GPM numbers early on because you don't have the same method of flash farming as you will later. So having it at 16 minutes is freaking nuts.
Yep, it really is. Is there anything compLexity can do to get back into this one, Draskell, or is this one of those games where you gotta just move on?
Well, they can go for a couple of smokes. I just want to check and see, do they have any, is the question. It looks like right now they have one. So if they want to try to go for a smoke, that's one thing. But I don't really see many other options for them at this point other than defending inside of their base. And the other thing, too, is since Monkeys has his core items up so early, normally going high ground with this type of team, you have the damage, but you're very prone to getting spammed out. Unfortunately for compLexity, they don't really have the spam. Like, they can drop a shrapnel, they can throw out a Nature's Wrath or something like that. But they don't really have a good way of pushing Root back off of their base once they get there. And that also means that Monkeys can go in the base, get a good lasso, and then drag somebody out. So they are stuck between a rock and a hard place.
That is the perfect way to put it at this point, and it's unfortunate that they don't have one of their carries that's farming well. If the sniper was at that like 9k net worth mark, or that Slark was, I could see them maybe grinding their way out of this hole, but they just don't have a single hero that's farming well. You look at the net worth chart right now, and all 5 of Root are at the top.
Yeah. This is a very rare sight, actually. You normally don't see games this one-sided, and top lane Z-Freak has probably never been more dead than this.
Yep. Well, Impetus strikes there. I'll just chunk him down. Oh, they've got a mechanism too, because why not? Venomancer's been able to pick that up, and Enchantress is well on her way to an Aghanim. She's only 500 gold short.
I'm kind of wondering, just going back a bit into the early laning phase, if it wouldn't be a good idea to just try to rotate on mid, because unlike a lot of heroes, Slark's Pounce keeps Batrider in place for a very long time. So you can loop around and just have like an Ogre Magi come in, throw an Ignite or a Stun, and Visage throw in a Soul Assumption, and that should be a kill. And it was pretty clear that Ziz was having a rough time, so maybe in hindsight, just rotating the supports and leaving the Sniper down there would have been good.
Alright, we'll see this tier 3 tower up top under siege. complexity need to make a defense here. They don't have their Slark with them, but the rest of the team is. Ooh, that Wrath of Nature doing a lot of damage, actually. Bouncing through at least 4 of the 5 heroes en route. The slow siege does continue, though. Assassinate gets the Enchantress low, but not enough for the kill. 3 towers still up with about 160 HP as the Plague Wards here continue to lay into it. All will hang on for now, though. So we've got another stat here, our expert stats man.
Wait, alright. Teams with a 20k gold lead in 20 minutes have one game won, like if they have it against them. As in, one team ever came back from a 20k gold lead at 20 minutes. It looks not great. Alright, back to you guys.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, so Ziz hops in, he gets silenced right away, goes into the Shadow Dance there, and oh, Shadow Dance is done, caught by the Flaming Lasso. That'll be another dead Slark. Jaw pops the ultimate, Poison Nova connecting on pretty much the whole team of complexity. The godlike streak continues for Monkeys Forever, now 9-0 and 8 as Z-Freak gets finished off once more. All of the buybacks being deployed here, and this will be the final stand for complexity. The mid lane of barracks get taken out, the tier 3 tower up top, destined to be rubble. And although it was a noble effort, it seems Root will be able to take a win here in game number 3.
I mean, what else do you say? 2 kills. Complexity just simply could not make anything happen. And I know we've kind of said the same thing over and over, but the game is very one-dimensional for me. It's like Monkeys Forever destroyed them, and their safe lane wasn't even going that well outside of Monkey's assistance. Like, he could have probably sat mid and still had a really good game without having gone bottom and causing havoc. And we will see the GG here, complexity tap out. Not really surprising at all. I mean, I'm sure they understand how far behind they are. But for me, Monkeys was the one who really made it impossible for them to come back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we got lucky today, Draskell. We saw 2 game 3s in our 2 best-of-3 series, and of course, that's when Elimination really gets to shine. In both of the game 3s, interesting drafts, and you know, it doesn't come down to just execution. It comes down to what kind of funky heroes can you get, and how can you adapt to those crazy lanes. And this go-around, Root shows some of their diversity. The Slasher's Way Enchantress proving pretty darn effective as well. I mean, the Batrider had a great time in the mid, but they kind of won all the lanes. Wagga had a great time in the safe lane against the Furion, and well, that Enchantress, she really never had any issues.
Yeah, to me, it's kind of weird because I feel the game just snowballed so hard because of one particular factor, and it's not often that you see Dota games end that way. You know, it's not completely crushes the game, but because of Bat's skill set, he has that kind of ability behind him, because he can initiate for himself, he can solo kill for himself, he doesn't really need the backup. And these types of heroes like Furion, Sniper, Visage, they have no defense against Bat if they get caught alone.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, folks, we are done for the day. We're going to toss it back to the panel one last time. Before I'm done, I want to give another shout-out to Inferno Online for letting me broadcast here in the NIP VIP room. They've been awesome in accommodating our needs. Draskell, always a pleasure, my friend. Sir Action Slacks, we'll give it back to you to close out the show.
Okay, thank you so much, Zyori. Great casting, you two. Whew! Man, those plays, boys. Those plays, that Batrider.